Every college tries to get the highest ranked recruits possible when they recruit players to play for their schools. But it's not every day when a team like Duke can not only land such a highly ranked recruit such as Skinner, but also one who solves all of their team needs. Duke is a team full of athletic and versatile defenders who can hold opponents to low efficiency and turn the ball over to create transition offense. They are returning two of their top scorers in Ashlyn Jackson and Toby Fournier, who I both expect to have an even bigger scoring load this year. But one thing they were desperately missing was a true point guard, and that's exactly what they are getting with Emilie Skinner. She is a traditional point guard through and through, and in this video I will go over why she is so incredibly valuable to Duke's success next season. I'll start with the most impressive aspect of her game, which is her passing. There are some good passers in this recruiting class, but if you ask me who the best passer was, it's easily Emilie Skinner. She has an incredibly high basketball IQ. It doesn't matter where she is on the court or how much pressure the defense is putting on her. If someone is open, she will find them and put it right in their shot pocket. She's able to make any type of pass. She can pass out of an inbound, in transition, and she's good at driving and kicking it to a post player or cross court to an open shooter. Everyone from Duke will benefit from her elite floor general ability, but I think Toby Fournier and Andriana Robertson in particular will heavily benefit from Skinner being there. Duke was lacking an elite post-entry level passer, but they are getting one in Skinner. She does a great job of taking care of the ball and rarely throws bad passes, which is an important skill for a freshman to have. Being an incredible floor general is a skill that will always translate to the college level. If a player is able to control the pace of the game, take care of the ball, and set up their teammates, they will be a big part of a team's rotation. Skinner is a strong finisher. I mean that in a literal sense. She emphasizes what it means to be a big guard. She uses her size in an effective manner when she attacks the basket and is unbothered by contact. She is deceptively explosive. She will be moving at a slower pace like she is about to set up the offense, then blow by her defender. It's refreshing to see a big guard actually play big, because at the end of the day, the height only matters if that player exploits the mismatches that come with it. If she's able to put pressure at the rim, it will open up her teammates, which will help her do what she does best, which is pass. If the opposing guard on the other team is too small to stop her driving to the basket, help defenders will come at her, which should free up other people. She's also good at roaming off the ball and cutting to the basket. I love this part of her game because it keeps the defense honest, and they can't just sit there when guarding her off the ball. Emilie Skinner is a really good on-ball defender. Her height makes her the perfect matchup against other big guards, and she has a high defensive IQ that allows her to stay in front of fast guards, even when they have the speed advantage. She's also a very good pickpocket. She is able to get a lot of on-ball steals where she's turning her defense into offense. She will fit right in with Duke as that's their entire identity. What makes Duke so dangerous is that all players 1 through 5 are active on defense, and Skinner will put in maximum effort on that side of the ball. She's going to be locking up so many guards that they are going to start calling her Sergeant Skinner. Her size also allows her to be a very strong interior paint defender. She's able to block guards that get past her, and if another player on her team gets blown by, she can be a good help defender and stop the opponent from scoring. Most guards are cooked if the opposing player catches the ball down low, but not Skinner. She's tall and strong enough to wall up players who try to post up on her. Her defensive versatility will make her an amazing player in pick-and-roll situations. The defensive trio of Toby Fournier, Jaden Donovan, and Emilie Skinner is going to be a serious problem. All three of them have the ability to guard multiple positions and are able to defend both on the perimeter and inside. Emilie Skinner is an incredible free throw shooter. This might seem minor, but it's quietly one of the most important part of her game. She's a big guard who finishes strong at the rim, which means she's going to get fouled a lot. She needs to be able to punish people who resort to fouling, and she does. Duke has several players who are not great free throw shooters, with Ashlyn Jackson being the only returning player who shoots over 80% from the line. The second Skinner gets there, that's not going to be the case anymore. I really like Emilie Skinner's game, but like any player, there is some room for improvement. I love the fact that Emilie Skinner barrels down the lane and uses her size to finish at the rim. The problem is that's the only thing she really does when she attacks the basket. In college, and especially when she eventually goes to the WNBA, the players are going to be bigger, faster, and stronger. She's going to have to add a lot more diversity to her layup package. She's not someone that can jump out of the gym, so she can't realistically add a bunch of mid-air moves to her game. But there's still plenty of moves she can add. She needs to be more comfortable shooting reverse layups. She needs to add a Euro step and add an up and under move. These are all moves that Haley Jones had that made her a great finisher on the college level, and Emilie can add all of them. Just like her layup package, her shot creation abilities are very limited. To me, this is a very clear byproduct of playing against Utah competition. There's a reason Cooper Flagg transferred to Montverde Academy, because those kids in Maine weren't real competition, and he needed to be somewhere he can be pushed more. The slow step-back move she does occasionally works against Utah girl high school basketball players, but she's going to have to add a lot more if she wants to get her shot off in the ACC. Her dribble moves are way too slow, and they're too stiff to fool any good defensive guards. Even adding something as basic as a fadeaway would go a long way. But as of right now, she's going to have a hard time creating space off the dribble with her current moves. I'll wrap this video up by giving predictions on what exactly she could look like at Duke. I would be very surprised if Emilie Skinner averaged double-digit scoring in her freshman season. I don't trust her shot creation ability to translate to the next level, and I think she'll have a hard time getting by defenders. But where she will shine is her passing and defense. I think she'll lead Duke in assists while having an amazing assist-to-turnover ratio, and I expect her to get a couple steals and blocks along the way. Emilie Skinner is great at only taking good shots, and I think that will result in her being an efficient player. I think Emilie Skinner's career accolades will be reminiscent of what Cheyenne Sellers was able to do at Maryland. I can't see her being an All-American, but when it's all said done, there's going to be no denying that she had a massive impact for Duke. I don't have her winning ACC Freshman of the Year, but that has nothing to do with me being low on Skinner. I just think there's a recruit in the ACC that a lot of people are sleeping on, which I'll be talking about very soon. I think she will be an all-ACC player every year at Duke, as she's going to have a huge role on one of the best teams in the conference. I think the worst-case scenario for Emilie Skinner is being a Raven Johnson-type player, where she's a really good floor general that can defend but isn't going to give you heavy scoring production. And I think at her peak, she can be a Veronica Burton-level player, where she's a top defender, playmaker, and can score when her team needs it. The thing about Skinner is that she's one of those players where the better her team is, the better she will be, because she doesn't have the type of shot creation that is needed to be a first or second scoring option. But her high IQ passing ability is great for a team that already has a lot of talent around it. The reason I think Skinner is so important is because quality point guard play is the ultimate bottleneck in terms of how far a team can go in March. If Skinner struggles, Duke will still be a top team in the ACC and top 10 overall because of how great they are defensively. But to be a true title contender, Skinner will have to be ready to orchestrate the offense in the half court, take care of the ball, and hit open teammates. But that's it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the hype button as it's very helpful to the YouTube algorithm. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.